Okay, in this next lesson we're going to create the second component. We're going to create a sliding jaw on this face. So again, insert new part. I'll select my standard template and we'll call this one sliding jaw. And save it in the same spot. And again, pick the face on which I want to start it, or the work plane I want to start this part on. So that's my face, and we get our sliding jaw up. So this is another convert entities. So select my face, convert entities, and then if I go normal 2, we've got that part drawn. Now we've a little bit more to draw on this one, so I just need to delete a few components. So delete that and delete those little lines. Then I can kind of pull that one out slightly, and this one. Now you could do this one, to be honest, using a dynamic mirror as well, but I just wanted to show you about link values. So we're going to draw this one slightly differently. So if I zoom into this little area and start my drawing, so come down to just get it approximately to there, across there, around here. So just, oops, don't maybe go to that far. So let's draw across and roughly get the part and up to that. Now I'll just trim off this little tail here. And you see we're a little bit astray and a little bit out of place, but we'll fix that up now at this stage. So I suppose the first thing I can kind of do is kind of select those 3 lines and make those all collinear. And then we can pop in a few of the dimensions. So this one is going to be 4 mil, isn't it? Yeah, and while I'm there, I might as well make that collinear as well. And this distance is 10. And we'll make this one 10 as well. And then at the bottom, that distance is going to be 4. And that's most of my dimensions. Now I can get into my link values. So to link a value, and this is going to come up in the test. So this is one that's going to be facing you. So if I go in and throw in an ordinary dimension as you would normally, and pop that in, and instead of just kind of typing in 1 and accepting, if I just type in the 1, and also then click on the little drop down arrow here, so this little boy over here, and I'm going to select this little link value option. Okay, so I double click to get back in that box again. So 1, and I'm going to link that value, and there's nothing to link it to just yet, but we're going to create a linked value, and we're going to call this one, I'll call this one top. Click OK. Sorry, just go back in and change that to 1. Click OK. So you can see it's a linked value, and you can also see that I've got a nice little symbol here on the end show me that this is an actual linked value. So what can we use that for? So if I kind of come over to the far side and pop in a dimension here, instead of typing in the value of the part, what I can actually do here is I can come along here, select link value, and say, I want this one to be the same as that top named link value over there. So I click OK on that, and you can see now that this part here is fully defined, and you can see I've got a link in both of them. Now, if I double click and change that, you can see it doesn't matter which one I actually change. Come back over here, change it back to 1, and both of them are linked, so it doesn't matter which one is actually changed. There's no driving one, if you like, on that. Both of them are linked, so if you change one, the other changes, so you can make the change on one or the other. You don't have to know which one you created the original linked value on. Okay, so just to do that again, just on an example down the bottom again to finish this one off. So all you need to do is just pop in a dimension, select link value, and I'll just call this one lower. And pop in here, what's this meant to be? It's meant to be 2. So click OK on that. So now I've got that as a linked value ready to use. So I pop over here this side, and instead of typing in the dimension, just select the link value, select it from the list, and then make sure I select my lower linked value. And now they're both linked. And we just check those again just to make sure, yeah, that everything's working fine. And you see that's linked. So that's my linked values. Try that into isometric, just spin it around a little, and then I can exit my sketch. And I'm going to just extrude that feature. So extrude this whole thing now, 25 mil. It's 25, yeah, 25 mil, yeah. And that's that first little portion of that done. Next, we're going to create another little sketch on this front face. So this is just like sketching. Again, just to be aware that once it's blue, you know you're in the part. So make sure you're sketching in the part. That's really important, that this is highlighted blue and it tells me that I'm in editing this part. Don't start drawing sketches in here. You have to see for this one, you have to see that the part is blue and you're sketching away. So select that face, having said that, and do a sketch on that face. Now, I'm going to use the convert entities, but I need to make sure I kind of clear that selection of that face first, because I want to convert these entities across. So if I just click outside to deselect that face before I do this, otherwise I'm going to convert the entities in that. And go back into my convert entities command again. So this is blank, and then just kind of come around here and pick the edges of this plate, and click OK on that. And you can see it converts the entities, it fires the entities of that onto this plane. So I know that those are the correct dimensions, and they'll always fix into that. And you can see what we've kind of linked now. This face is linked to this face, is linked to this base, so everything's kind of linked. So if this changes, everything else is going to change with it. So we know we're safe on that score. So nice bit of design intent in that. So once I've got that done, really it's just a matter of exit my sketch, and then again extrude boss base, and I think this is going to be 5 mil as well, is it? No, it's 10 mil. Okay, so that's 10 mil on that face. Couple of more bits to do on this. So again, I need another sketch on this face. If I go normal 2, can't really see much, so sometimes it's nice to kind of be able to just change that to the hidden view. So hopefully you can kind of see this circle. I'm going to create a hole through this for the shaft. So this time I'm going to use the offset entities option and select, oh, again I had pre-select done, and you can see it went to go to do the outside. So try again, offset entities. Now I can kind of get to pick my circle this time. I'm going to reverse the direction because I think this one's coming in the ways, and it's a 2 mil dimension, and that's me. 2 mil reverse direction, so it's coming in from this outer hole. Click OK, and you can see I've got that. So if I do isometric again, and my screen's just kind of playing up a little on me, I'm going to exit that sketch just temporarily and go back to my standard view. It's probably because I'm recording it. Hopefully you can see that little sketch there. So I've finished that sketch anyway, so I'm out of it now. So I'm just going to then do a cut extrude through on this circle, and I'm going to cut extrude through all, and that creates that. There's a couple of other little bits on this plate to do as well, so I'll do it sort of slightly out of sequence because I know what's coming up. There's another sketch to kind of be placed on that. Again, if I go normal 2 and create my little hidden just one more time, and make sure I don't do that again. So this one here, so selecting the inside one, this one's going to be offset 3, Oh, 5 is it? Right, it's 3 mil. Yeah. 3 mil, and it's going in the outward direction. So click OK on that. So it's going out from the tree. Unfortunately, that circle's not showing up, I think, too well on the screen. You guys might be able to see it, but I'm offsetting from that original circle that I did on this face, so you can just see it in there. So there it is. Okay, and I can kind of pop it back into that view that maybe would see it better. And then I can exit my sketch, and I'm going to do an extrude cut, and it's just going to be 5 deep. So that's that. I have a bit of a fillet to do on the back here. It's a 2 mil fillet, so just like drawn in standard. Nothing too exciting about that. There we go. Click a couple of lines and you've that job done. Click apply. And with that fillet done on that. Okay. So my next thing is I need to modify down here slightly. So what I'll do is I'm going to just stop this video at this stage because it's kind of getting a little long, and I'll kind of carry on the next session and finish this part off.